Hello, my name is Lauren Bateman, and today I will be discussing Stephen Cahn's book, Classic and Contemporary Readings in the Philosophy of Education, but I will specifically focus on John Stuart Mill's inaugurational address at St. Andrews. I'm going to start by walking you through the concept map. Mill will talk a lot about the quality of a good education. Mill defines good education as a well-rounded knowledge of all subject matters. Mill believed that good education took place and started in the universities around the world. He discussed this matter at St. Andrews University. Universities consist of two types of knowledge, general and specific knowledge. General knowledge is the idea that students have knowledge in many of the subject areas. It is a basic knowledge of an education. General knowledge is broken down into the lower limit and common knowledge. Common knowledge is the knowledge that is acquired from your surroundings and experiences. The lower limit is all the education prior to the universities, including elementary, middle school, and high school levels. Specific knowledge is knowledge and learning that is geared towards a specific subject area. For example, engineers focus on mathematics and the sciences. Specific knowledge leads to the higher limit and a career path. The higher limit is education at the university level. It is general knowledge plus intricate details of a subject. A career path is developed from specific knowledge because the students focus on their specific subject area while trying to determine a career. Universities consist of all great subjects. All great subjects include logic, language, the arts, math, science, and history. Mills talks about logic being the idea of not teaching us to go right as to keep us from going wrong. Logic clears up the fog and makes us believe that we understand a subject when we do not. It is a reasoning process, and all of us to acquire knowledge through experiences. Mills believes religiously in language. He believes that it is important to at least speak two foreign languages. He thought that speaking different languages allowed you to expand your horizons in education. Mills thinks that the ability to understand modern and ancient languages adds to your education. The arts are sometimes forgotten about, but art is in fact as equally as important as religion and government in shaping a country as well as the student's character. Math prepares you for your principal businesses of intellect. Language and other abstract educations may differ among country or culture, but mathematics remains consistent and concrete throughout the world. It is important to learn about science to understand the properties of the phenomena taking place in the world around us. It helps us understand what is certain and what is not. By studying history, we understand why things are the way they are and how they came to be that way. It is important to understand history in order to understand the present and to better predict the future. Being knowledgeable about all great subjects allows us to become and receive a good education.
Hello, my name is Carson Clark, and today I'll be discussing Stephen Cahn's book, Classic and Contemporary Readings in Philosophy of Education. I'll be walking you through the V diagram on John Stuart Mill's inaugural address at St. Andrews. Today's focus question is, what is good education? Our theory is that good education is a collaboration of all subjects. According to Mill, a good education is the combined effort of all subjects. And in order to achieve a worthy education, you must have some general knowledge of each subject. It allows you to become a well-rounded student and person. The value claim is that a mixture of general and specific knowledge should be combined to achieve a well-rounded education that includes all great subject areas. The knowledge claim is that education is an overview of all the great subjects of human interest, but is geared toward specific subjects for students' individual trades. Our concepts consist of good education, universities, general knowledge, lower limit, common knowledge, specific knowledge, higher limit, career path, all great subjects, logic, language, arts, science, math, and history. As shown in the concept map, our principles include that good education is achieved in a university. A record of this is shown on page 223. Mills urges that students should learn something of all great subjects of human interest. Our second principle is that general knowledge is broken down into common knowledge and a lower limit, as quoted on page 226. But before we restrict a university to the highest department of instruction, we must be assured that the knowledge itself has been acquired elsewhere. The third principle is that specific knowledge is broken down into a higher limit and a career path. A record of this is shown on page 225. Quote, "This, then, is what the mathematician would call a higher limit of university education. Its province ends where education, ceasing to be general, branches off into departments adapted for the individual destinations in life." The final principle is that the great subjects include logic, language, science, arts, math, and history. They should all be addressed in order to achieve a good education. As stated on page 223, all the great subjects of human nature, including logic, mathematics, the sciences, social classes, history, philosophy, literature, and the arts. As a result of all Mill's article, it demonstrates the event that a good education must include general knowledge and specific knowledge of all subjects.